Good morning.
Good morning. I did not know we were going. Yeah, now I do.
Now you do. Good morning to everyone except those yelling at me about thermostats.
About what? Thermostats? Why are they yelling at you about thermostats?
Oh, those stupid, I said something along the lines of no one cares about your car thermometer photos.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm getting flamed.
Roasted.
I am not going to let it get me tilted, though. Not happening.
I played with the saltiest people in the entire world last night.
Are these your fans? Because that would make sense.
No, not even people that I know. Just my teammates. I had to mute my entire team all night last night.
What? That's usually not a thing.
It was a disaster. But I was winning, so can't be mad about it. Me and Glitter Boots.
Yeah, who's Glitter Boots?
Don't know.
You don't know who Glitter Boots is?
It's a random. No, it's a random person that I got into a match with, and then she added me, or he. I don't know what it is.
So you guys just play together?
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was somebody that you knew, so I was just like, oh, okay.
I don't know her, him, it.
This song is horrible, and I'm apologizing. We're on my throwback jams list. I don't even know what this is, but it's my time capsule. So at one point I thought the song was this shit.
You still do, don't lie to us.
I think I just like singing along to anything that sounds like Eddie Vedder.
That is true. I can respect that.
Because it's just such a classic noise.
Classic noise.
Classic noise.
I am sure Eddie Vedder would love that you call him that.
Classic noise, bitch. Alright, I guess I'll get Facebook up too.
Nah.
This is a much better classic. It's a motherfucking D-O-double-G, I'm sorry. I need to warm up my mouth.
Oh. Hey, we matched today.
We do? What up? This song actually contains one of my favorite rap lyrics of all time. $20 to whoever guesses it.
Why can I be
Just
not
kidding. I can't pay you.
bright?
Bitches looking at me strange, but you know I don't care. Walk up in this motherfucker. Just a swing in my hair.
Just a swing in my hair.
Ah! Alright. What am I doing? Alright, I got Facebook up. There is no excuses today. We are playing like champions. Hey, it's no school, so Nicole's here. What up, Nicole?
Oh, yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. Okay. It is my trucker hat. These things are not in style anymore. I just want to throw that out there. I know that this is not in style.
I don't care. I'm still wearing it. I was literally thinking about how I can steal that from you. What I could trade you to give it for you to give me that.
All I've been thinking about is how I can steal your hat. That sounds like the most Megan thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, that's great. I know that we've been having a conversation, but sir, all I can think about is how I'm going to steal your hat.
I need it.
You do.
Okay. I also need to be not pale. So how do I fix this?
What up, Fergus O'Malley? I like that.
Well, when my hands are up, I'm not pale.
Do you want me to fix your paleness?
Hey, thanks for the sub, Mrs. T.
Is that my mom?
I don't know. Perhaps. Did your mom make a Twitch account?
Probably, because I haven't blocked her on there yet.
I don't know who it is. If you tell me who you are, I will say hello.
I'm going to try to make you...
I need, how do you just, tap on the camera to make it focus on a fucking webcam?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Effects, maybe? Can I put a shape on you?
What if I take away the green screen? Do you think that'll hurt or help? What's behind the green screen?
Black. I think that's why mine works so well. Have it up in the limousine. I gotta stop randomly rapping things because I'm butchering it and that's embarrassing. You guys get to watch construction happening though. This is good. Guys, I feel like we're watching what's behind the curtain.
Okay. I'm back. Better, worse, same.
Working on it. Let's just go to reset. Alright, now that's super bright. It's just the angle of your light. I would just go, it's just either too close.
Too close. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking last time. I need to put it further away. Okay.
Yeah, because like I have the white brightness on like negative right now, and it's still just like icing you out.
I was thinking that last time. I forgot. I forgot to do it. Dropping shot glasses.
If you knock that thing over, I'll kill you.
I'm not knocking it over.
I'm just letting you know. Yeah.
Is it in the way?
Yeah, but that's okay. I know that you'll fix it.
There's so much helmetage over here.
Oh yeah, get rid of those helmets. Fuck them.
Is that?
That's way better. Yeah, go sit your pretty little face over there.
Pull my pants up.
You guys get the behind the scenes of what we're doing, and people are like, "You're never like ready," and I'm like, "Well, that's because we're not trying to be."
It's the pre-show.
It says the pre-show, bitches.
It literally is so that we're not ready and can get ready.
We're not recording live.
Welcome to Sprots Takes with half of Gat and Ghetto Joanna Gaines.
Half of me, I guess.
Your body's kind of half cut off, but I don't
That's
mind
fine.
it.
We don't need to see it. Let's look at the layout.
Why am I ghetto?
There. Are you guys happy? I just did the slide in without doing the slide in.
Oh my god, I'm jealous. I missed it. Wait,
Like,
I'll catch
here.
up. Twitch isn't
Hold
there
on.
yet.
I'm gonna do it again so you guys can see it.
This is why I never skip pre-show. True.
Ah! Ready? My arm, then all of me.
It wasn't
Arm.
a chair stream. Oh, you're sliding in.
See? Fucking killing it today. You guys get to see my extension cords and my Zubas behind me.
I'm still super white. That's okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to work on that. Hold on.
No, you're fine.
Let's do
It's
higher contrast. There we go.
like it's
You're
radiating.
still going to be super white because you are super
It's
white.
radiating off of my brain, and it's like.
I'm trying to make
This
you like...
is too fancy. They're impressed with your skills.
Well, thank God somebody is.
I know. It's not fair that she keeps putting me right next to her. I mean, not that there's any other way the show would be, but like you're so tan and nice.
I haven't tanned in a month.
Okay, but you are tan, and that pink hat is not helping because it's like.
You have a pink hat on
But
behind
bam,
you.
summer. That does not fit my head.
It doesn't fit my
tiny
I don't
children
know, I don't
sombrero.
know why that's my hat because I have never once been able to like have that sit on my head and stay on. You kind of just look like a sad emo kid.
I know. I mean, I am a sad emo kid. All right, let me try one more thing. One more thing, and then we give up.
Don't you have natural light setting on there?
Yeah.
Like a yellow light? I don't want to say like maybe just put a tanning lamp on you, but
Is it warm? I'll take anything at this point.
it's also the camera too.
Yeah, I think it's all the camera because it was not a problem with my old camera.
No.
I'm just gonna have to switch them out.
I just really enjoy how everyone's just like the ghost of Toby Keith. It's sad knockoff Joanna Gaines. Like,
No, he
it's
called me
perfect.
ghetto Joanna Gaines. I'm not ghetto.
Okay, we've done.
But she is much more
about
put together,
As
I will give you
much
that.
as we can with your color,
With my color.
with the way that you look. Oh my god, I don't know what I did.
What? I'm green right now.
I'm working on fixing this. Everyone was so impressed with my skills. I'm like, what up now?
Why is my face so reflective
I don't
of
know.
light?
It's
What the
intense,
hell?
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm basically a whiteboard right now.
That's kind of entertaining.
Whatever. Natural light was better than the white light, so that's all I got.
Oh boy.
What if I just turn it down and be in the dark?
No.
No? That's what you said?
Nope, that's not happening. I'm gonna fix this. I know how.
I know how. Well, I feel like your light is bright enough that I don't need one.
Well, try it. Sorry, I would just do it myself. I don't have arms. These are just an illusion. These are not arms. My woman crush Wednesday's on the ghost. Yeah, honestly, that looks better.
With me not there. Honestly, it looks perfect.
It was great when you just weren't there. Oh my god, that was awful. I'm not laughing at you.
Oh.
Kind of.
Since I just radiate my own glow, I don't need a light.
Honestly, you kind of are right now. It's kind of funny. How many more times can I say honestly?
Honestly, like, you literally look like a ghost.
Vocal fry is my favorite. It's just so funny to like.
Yeah,
sit here
this is
and be
better
like,
than it was.
I'm trying to like make it to where if you smile, people can see your facial expressions, but
Too much work. Too much.
no, I can see you better now.
I'm gonna bring the other camera. I'm over this one. I gave it a week. It's not working out. First, birds aren't real. Now, arms aren't real. What? Who said arms aren't real?
Me.
You said they're not real?
Yeah, I was like, I can't reach. I got no arms.
Oh. I did hear that part, but...
It's really intense stuff over here. And a fat
So
ass
you were
chick.
trying to convince me on Spotify, and so far I hate all of this. Why
This
does...
is my time capsule, not yours.
Oh.
So Spotify is like the needy chick that you never knew you needed. And like my Discover Weekly, this is what's on there. They're like, this would be a great song for you, Kat.
Have you heard of this one?
Have you heard of Some Cut? I don't know.
Have you heard this bop?
I mean, this is my favorite part. Wasn't this Hosmer's walk-up song?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just this. I don't know if you can
Just
call
this
it a
part.
walk-up song.
I don't think it was like, what it is, ho. What's
Oh,
up?
it's my mom. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, we got a real Mrs. T.
Yeah, my
why would-
Mrs. T.
I was like, why would my mom be going by her divorce name?
I don't know. What's up?
Okay, probably
Oh.
stop playing with that one.
Well, that lasted.
This is so weird. Like, but this is what they think. Like, Keek the Sneak is on here.
Keek the Sneak. Where's some, like, Offspring situation? Can we get some, like, Will Smith? You feel very Miami.
How in the world do you go from? I don't even know.
Because you look like Miami. What some Pitbull?
I do look like Miami today.
It's nice. It's like we're on a beach when it's -5.
And I'm sick and you're freezing.
I'm actually okay. Well,
There we
I'm
go.
cold, but I'm not any colder than I usually am.
Here comes some white people music.
Yeah.
I just entered an Aryan race workout.
Aryan.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Darren says coming up on the Gatton cast for the Friendly Ghost Show.
Stop.
I love this so much.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm so white. And then I dyed my hair like black.
So
So
now you're just
I'm just like,
Hey everyone, I'm Christina Ricci. Richie?
Richie, I am Christina Richie.
I think you're killing it. I think you're doing great.
What is this?
You said.
I said Offspring.
Hold on. I don't know any of this music at all.
What is this?
Here comes the boom.
Oh, I do know this. I only know the chorus though. This is a solid Tony Hawk Pro Skater song. Casper the Grungy Ghost. Whatever.
Oh my god, this is so intense.
Ponchos are not grunge.
I don't know how to change it. Oh,
I don't know, but it's really loud. Oh. This is our new pre-show theme song.
You gotta start. It looks like you're just jerking.
You gotta start small. Real small. Get a little bigger.
I feel like I'm going too big. Going too big already.
You're going too hard. You're gonna play out. This is a 10-minute song.
Too soon. Wait. This is like the range I think I should be in for this part.
Right.
You have to keep going too.
You gotta pace yourself. This is a marathon song. No, I'm gonna commentate on the level of intensity.
I'm like, I'm so nervous. Then I just start shaking.
That's what you call the chihuahua.
I'm like, social anxiety shake. I don't have social anxiety. Sometimes I wish I did.
I have crowd anxiety. What's that called?
Yeah, my social anxiety has died with age.
Yeah.
At 22.
Honestly, yeah. Like, once you, like, pass 21, everything is fine. Like, you don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's like, well, I can drink in public. Well, you're not supposed to. Like, just have an open container, but whatever.
You're not supposed to drink in... Oh, like, out on the streets?
Yeah.
On the streets of Overland Park.
This is the part where you just gotta build it back up. You have to dance with me. This is rude. You can't start me on something and then I'm like...
We got unfollowed and I'm not sure why. Oh, he said it's because it's the K-State song.
Hell yeah!
Has it always been the K-State song? Like, they played this at TC. Is it a Purple School thing?
I don't think it's a Purple School thing. I think it's just like a college basketball thing because...
They played at our football game. Well, I never went to college basketball, so maybe they played it there too, but...
Well, that's the thing. This song... The thing about college basketball is you have to have like a longevity type song that you can play. The problem is this one started getting like the fuck KU chant mixed into it, so people were like, this song is bad, so they banned it.
What's that chant?
It's just when it goes in like the really high energy part, they just go fuck KU, fuck KU. They just do it in time with...
Clever.
Yeah. Real original shit. I'm like, guys, that's like when people hate someone else simply because of something like, I don't know, like if they insult somebody else because of like their skin color or something.
Right. I'm
like, how unoriginal. Like if that's all you can come up with, you're a freaking dweeb.
That's
More
true.
importantly, don't insult people because of their skin color.
Yeah, that's my number one thing. Well, not skin color, just in general. Things that you cannot change about yourself.
Yeah.
Like there are features of a person that you just cannot change. They are what they are.
So to me, like, that's the same thing. Like, you are going with the most basic and, like, obvious insult.
Right.
Like, you didn't even go there would be a great insult because most of the KU fans that I know did not go to KU.
That is true. And KU, like, that's an easily rhymable set of letters.
Yeah.
It's only 2. Like, you can figure out some clever things.
You could. You could easily figure out, like, what you wanted to, like, what was it? I can't remember what sign it was, but it was amazing. I think during the Orange Bowl years with Mangino, obviously, my dad has a shirt from them that says, our coach can eat your coach. Mm-hmm. Like, funny things like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's entertaining to me. I mean, and it's for somebody that has had their weight made fun of all the time. I'm just like, you know what? Like, when people say, ooh, show us your... When I tweet about my nipples with Andy Reid, of course, they're like, ooh, show us your nipples. And I'm like, you don't want to see me naked. I look like Andy Reid naked. So let's not do that. I don't, but at the same time, I'd rather like take it to that level. Mm-hmm. But people are just dumb. Like, to make fun of people because of obvious reasons, like what they look like, is so lame.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, why does the cleverness stop? I feel like it stops at basketball. I have, like, admittedly, I don't watch enough college basketball to fully attest to this, but I watch Twitter. And
you watch March Madness.
Twitter tells me the highlights of this stuff. And college game day signs, hilarious. Where do they go during basketball season? Do the football people not go to the basketball games? Make me some funny signs.
The game day signs are more or less, I think, the like pregame pep rally thing, because college basketball doesn't really have, like, they have the game days in the dome or in the
right. And I know they don't do college, like, but still the signage can be brought to a college basketball game.
I don't think they do as many college signs in the game. I think it's mostly out of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would let, especially under our former regime of John Curry, there's no way that anybody would let that shit happen.
John Curry.
He was like ultimate fun killer.
I don't know how anybody, this is back to KU. I cannot, I have nothing against KU. I do actually, but it's not because I'm a K-State fan. I don't support them either. But anybody whose whole thing is going like this.
With the weed.
No.
Yeah, I know.
No.
It's lame. You know what's lame? When I don't support, like, it's, I guess the video before the KU games is cool. Like, anytime you go to Allen Fieldhouse, which, have you been there yet?
No.
It's horrible.
I don't want to go there. That feels very Final Destination to me. Like, I'm waiting for something bad to happen.
Yeah, there's no HVAC. You will be sweating in a crowd of people, like, massive crowd of people. It's cramped. There's nothing exciting about Allen Fieldhouse except the atmosphere if you're a KU fan.
I'd imagine that it's fun, but I also feel like it's going to come crashing down, or easily bombable, or
easily is like, not escapable.
Yeah, like I feel like the fire hazard level is pretty high there. Not gonna do it. I watched a KU game in Power and Light though one time with a bunch of KU people, so that was fun.
I was there, wasn't I?
I assume so. It was some sort of like gathering of the KU.
It was March Madness because KU was playing Purdue.
Probably.
It was 2 years ago. So we got March Madness regional coming here this year again. So KC is going to have, we're going to have Big 12 tournament
and March Madness.
And March Madness. But that was the first time you went to the Big 12 tournament was 2017. So you got Big 12 and March Madness.
Yeah. And I wore a KU shirt, you haters.
So did I.
And we got hated on.
And I got in a fight.
You had purple hair at the time, so it was very controversial.
Well, I'm sorry, but like just because I have purple hair doesn't mean I'm a K-State fan, right?
Here, maybe it does. Yeah, there's really not anything else, any other reason. Although a lot of Kansas City people go to TCU.
There are a lot of people here from TCU.
Not enough though to be. If you see somebody purple, you're not thinking, "Oh, go Frogs." You know it's a Wildcat.
It's funny because there are so many watch parties and like cat backers for K-State. I've never run into any of those groups though. So I'm still waiting to like randomly be somewhere and they're like, oh my god, it's a watch party.
We should. I went to one. Well, there was one that was supposedly organized for the TCU one, for TCU and Kansas people. And it was at Johnny's. Like, it was at my home base. So I was like, okay, easy enough. I can go to Johnny's. You don't have to make me twist my arm or whatever. So I went there and like nobody was there, and I was like, why?
That's just not supporting your school.
No. So I never went again. I'm still in the Facebook group, but
yeah, you should definitely stay away from Facebook organized watch parties.
Well, one of my sorority sisters was putting it on, so I was like, there's no way this is sketch, but it was.
There's no one there. At least it was at your home base.
Yeah, it was around the block from my house at the time, so it was not anything putting me out.
Yeah, once I have to be inconvenienced to go somewhere, not happening.
No, like if you make me go anywhere north of 75th Street, you have inconvenienced me.
There's a K-State bar in Chicago by Wrigley. Watched a basketball game there. It was a good time. All right, good to know, Nicole. Do you remember the name of it? Because I know that there's one, because our friend Tara moved up there in Wrigleyville. And
she lives in Wrigleyville?
Yeah, she said something along the lines of...
I didn't know that.
Excuse me. That there was a K-State bar up there and then I should come visit. I'm like, I don't need an excuse to go visit Chicago, but I would need one right now.
Yeah.
We've made it like 30 minutes into, not 30, like 20 minutes into the pre-show and have not once mentioned the weather. So I'd just like to give us a big shout out.
Yeah.
Giving us props. Giving us all the accolades for not talking about the fucking weather.
We all get escalades with heated seats.
We all get escalades! Yes!
Escalades.
All right, you ready to start this shit?
Yeah.
We're going to do as short of an episode as possible today.
Oh.
90 minutes, I'm going to be like, hey, we're still cold, so we're going to go. See you later.
We're dipping.
We're dipping because we're freezing.
We are freezing.
I don't think that's too much to ask for. What up, Jan? Jan's watching.
What up?
Jan. I don't know. I just think it's great that all of your family watches what we're doing and none of my family cares. Like,
Your mom watches.
She does. She's like, do you really smoke eucalyptus oil on fly feed? I'm like, you're damn right I do.
Yeah.
That shit saves. I feel so...
tree calm.
I'm so tree calm. So tree focused.
Tree focused.
All right, I'm going to turn off Spotify. This is when it's getting real. This is when we have to turn off our jams.
Jams off. Pre-show prep off.
Okay. What's up, guys?
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's Gat.
And Glitter.
And I am sick.
She is really sick, and I'm sorry. And we are in Antarctica.
We are. Where my thirst trap on Instagram was not wrong. I am in Antarctica. And Megan has joined me today.
That is a fact. There is no heat.
No heat.
In this little studio. So it's interesting.
It's interesting because I thought that leaving it on 80 overnight, which could easily be a huge fire hazard, would help.
-5 outside says, no, sir.
Do you ever talk about hockey? Yes, but if we talk about ice today, Jan, we will freeze. Anything to do with winter sports. We're going to talk about nothing but Miami. I'm obviously focused on the beach.
The beach, yeah. Atlanta, also warm.
Everything warm.
Anything that is not cold.
Buy a heater. I have a heater. It's actually an industrial grade heater.
Yeah.
But where our studio is basically like a cave, and it's below ground, so it just makes it even colder. I have double insulated coating on the walls. We won't get flooded, but we will freeze to death in here.
Yeah, we are in a bunker.
Yes, essentially. But this is also one of the best places to be trapped when there's like tornado weather out.
True. So we're good for half the year.
Half the year we're solid. The other half,
it's a little cold, but yeah. So it's negative some in Kansas today, Missouri, which is not. I can't complain because I know people up north are like, it's negative 100.
Yeah, well, you live in the wrong part of the country.
Right, you chose that. Like, sorry, you live in Wisconsin. Enjoy your life.
In Minnesota.
And then, yeah, Montana.
They're just fucking dying.
No. Crazy. And I'm sorry that you're cold, but whatever. Tomorrow it's going to be 40. I'm not sure how that math works out. I checked, and at midnight it's still going to be like 12 degrees, so I don't know how we're going to jump. 20, 38, 48 degrees, whatever. It's not a thing that makes sense to me, so we'll see. We'll report in with the weather.
-2 degrees, or it's 2 degrees. I can't tell because the minus sign is not like next to, so it's either 2 or -2. Either way, that's too cold.
It's too cold.
I thought that like global warming was going to make things better for my personal comfort. I'm sorry about the polar bears and ice caps, but am I going to be comfortable in the end of January?
No.
No.
But we just have to get through January, and I say this every year. Like, this is the worst month. Everybody forgets that January happens. I don't know why. Like, once they are through December, they're like, oh, this winter's not that bad. It's like, winter hasn't happened yet. It hasn't come. It's in January.
No.
I know it doesn't make sense to you because it's a new year, and I don't know why you think seasons end. But they don't. So, we're in it. Did you see Trump's troll tweet about global warming?
The great Midwest, whatever that was.
Yeah.
What did he actually say? It was
he said that the Midwest is going to be experiencing like -60 degrees temperatures or whatever, and he's like, where is global warming? We need you. Like, totally trolling people because he doesn't, like, Republicans traditionally like to pretend that global warming's not a thing. So he is on that train. And it's hilarious. Is Donald Trump the greatest troll of all time? I say yes. I will give him that award today.
You know, it's funny because I actually have on in the show notes, you can enjoy people without supporting who they are as people.
Right.
I enjoy the hell out of Trump's tweets because they're so stupid. I don't enjoy what he incites in a lot of people, because a lot of people use him as a platform to carry out their racist bullshit, and that's not what I support.
No,
I support people. Like, I have never seen more people, and like, this is coming from somebody that, like, I don't know, grew up in the troll era. That's all people did on the internet when it first came out. You did too. You understand this.
Yeah.
I love seeing people lose their shit over something that is meant to make them lose their shit.
Yeah. He is poking bears constantly, and they don't get it. I checked the mentions on that tweet because it was about global warming. First of all, he spelled global warming wrong. He said
yes, even
global
better.
warming. It's not even close. Like, I don't know how he got to that point, but that's what he said. Whatever global warming is, and that's fine. I send out tweets with errors in them all the time because I just want them out. And then I never go back and fix them.
Look, I did it. Bye.
Yeah, I never go back and fix them. It happens. I get it. I'm not going to be mad about you. I mean, maybe when you're the president, you should slow down. But whatever. Not going to tell you what to do. So he said this. He's poking the bears, like, because obviously global warming is not what caused this, like, this coldness. And global warming would not, like, raise the temperature. Like, this is all climate change stuff. But he, of course, said that because they don't support the global warming theme, and all of the people in there are just replying to him and like, that's not how global warming works, it doesn't make you warmer, all of this stuff. And I'm just like, did you read the tweet? Like, he even, like, we told you on Monday, like, when you spell things wrong, when you do things funny, like, it's just troll. Like, this is so just
funny.
And I know he's your president and he should not be trolling you, and I agree, but it's funny.
Does anything that exists in America in this day and age actually mean anything?
No.
Nothing means anything. The flag has been so over the top, overdone, and like slapped on everything. It's probably on butt plugs. Let's be honest. The American flag somewhere is probably on a butt plug.
Well, that's
is that
the
what
height of patriotism.
That shows you are literally ready to shove America up your butthole. Yeah. So like, if we're really gonna dumb down what symbolically the president should be doing, like, we have no set of moral fiber in America anymore.
No.
Like, no one has moral fiber. Everyone is just out here doing what the hell they want to, like, better themselves. I'm getting on a rant, and I didn't even mean to. But it is mind-blowing to me what people are like, that's not how a president should act. I'm like, do we know how anyone should act at this point? It's 2019, and we're having people, like, get attacked by people wearing President Trump's Make America Great Again hats and getting noosed just for being black and gay. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm crazy. Like, I don't think anyone in this country is surprised by anything anymore. So if we can take joy out of one thing, the one thing I will take joy out of is Trump just trolling the hell out of everyone. And Travis said he has Google Fiber. That's the closest thing we're going to get to moral fiber.
Yep. Google Fiber is kind of like moral fiber.
It's kind of like that. It's probably Google Fiber is probably more widely spread than moral fiber is.
It is more like, oh, I don't even know. I think like Oklahoma still doesn't have it. Like, what's your life?
I'm on an AT&T Uver, so I don't have any fiber.
Google Fiber, I love you guys that think that it's the world, but it's not. So that's all I have to say.
Yeah,
which is why I did not switch.
I'm prone to AT&T.
AT&T is good. Their customer service is fast. They don't crash all the time, Google Fiber. I play League, like, you have to have high ping, and all I can hear all the time is people crashing.
Yeah.
When you play with local people, so.
Yeah.
I'll stick to AT&T for now until they fix that.
Well, I apologize about my rant early on. I don't apologize for it. I just feel like I need to say that. Because also, all people do is apologize now for everything. And it's getting exhausting. Like,
never apologize.
That's what Kanye said.
Yeah. I support that. Except, I mean, there are lines. Like, sometimes you're just mad and you go too far, and then sometimes you do need to apologize. But for the most part, if it's something that you're thinking with a rational head and you're saying, all right, that's what you believe in.
By the way, I do not have a cocaine problem. I am just sniffling and
they can hear it in your voice, I assure you.
So it's obvious that
I can't even do it. Like, it's not. I'm trying to do your voice, but it's
I don't think anyone should try.
I can't go that low. I have a little pipsqueak voice.
I think that's what balances out, because half the time that I don't listen to a lot of people's podcasts, sorry.
I was like,
when I do listen to people's shows and the people sound exactly like It's horrible.
That's my number. Like, I don't understand how, like, across everywhere, all of the radio shows, do they not listen to these people? Like, all you have to do is listen to them next to each other. Do they sound the same? I'm sorry that you're the number one anchor in the world, but you gotta go. Well, okay, maybe keep the number one, ditch the number two. But if they sound the same, it's not gonna go well over radio. I don't care if we know your personality type. Somebody just tuning in that day is not gonna stick around because they don't know who's talking.
Yeah, and we never will have to worry about the two of us sounding alike, so it's great.
We win.
Yeah, I've always had a lower voice, but I guess when I get sick, this is fun fact, because this just, I mean, and I don't think men are trash. I don't believe that. I just happen to right now not want to deal with any of them. Right. It's just my personal choice. So when guys,
you're not dealing with women either. So
that's actually really true.
Equal opportunity ignorer.
I am not entertaining any. Like the only two people that I talk to, like via text, my dad and Megan.
Yeah.
I don't I hate texting people. So I'm like, if anyone texts me, even when they're like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy to hear about blah 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 blah," I'm like, I don't respond. So, the fact that whenever I have a cold or whenever I'm sick, it's more whenever I've lost my voice and it's coming back. Mm-hmm. I've heard nothing but, "God, your voice turns me on right now." And I'm like, ew. Yeah. Like, I am trying to sound like I don't smoke 10 packs of cigarettes a day. And this is a struggle voice today for sure. But like, that's so weird to just be like, "God, your voice gave me a hard on."
But like, they really think that. Honestly, mm-hmm. I worked in customer service all of my life, but especially for the last 5 years, it's only phone stuff. And I would hear constantly like, "God, like you sound so cute. You sound so blah, blah." I was like, I could be 600 pounds and still sound like this.
But
like,
some of the sexiest people, like sounding people in the world are like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
Women. Guys, I can tell. I can tell if a guy, it's so weird. I've had this skill my whole life. I can tell if a dude is like fat.
Well, they breathe differently.
And they sound different.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but like if somebody calls me and talks to me, I can tell.
Yeah. Or skinny people. Skinny people talk really fast.
They're on cocaine. I think it's just because my whole life I've been like, all right, enunciate, sound like you know what you're talking about. And when I don't really have radio voice, but I definitely sound different when I'm in front of a microphone talking to someone versus in person. In person, I'm like grumbling and mumbling the whole time. It's kind of bad.
Well, you don't have to think about every word coming out of your mouth, you know?
You speak gat. I speak glitter. It works out.
Yeah.
We can both sit there and just stare at each other and be like, "You know what I mean, though, right?"
Yeah,
it's cool.
We did it at Johnny's, and then everybody got mad about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People were very heated.
Can we talk about that? Because I was so fucking annoyed by the responses to your tweet for you.
For me?
Guys get so offended when you're like, "Why the fuck do you guys feel the need to talk to everyone at a bar?"
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're there, to talk to people. Oh.
Did somebody post that on the wall that I didn't know about? Like, and I should have clarified that it's guys that talk to people at a bar, like, during lunch hours. This isn't an evening social time.
Right.
Like, we're not going out to the clubs, going out to the bar. Like, during lunch dinner time, they're just talking to each other across the bar to other single guy that's by himself. Like, they want to talk. Like, nobody wants to talk to you. Other single guy does not want to talk to you either. They do not want to hear your bad cheesesteaks just because you have had 2 beers by yourself on this road trip. Like, it's always businessmen, I feel like, probably traveling. I don't know.
I love business DILFs on business trips.
It's just, leave people alone. Nobody wants to talk to you.
So they got offended because I thought that you were basically saying that they have no social skills and they don't know how to, like, interact with people.
That's what I'm thinking, because I realized afterwards that I did not specify, like, nighttime. Like, of course, at night, yeah, you do need to go out. Although, if you're going out at night, you shouldn't be talking to other dudes. You should be talking to your girls.
Or they're not trying to fuck.
True. But then you would have probably somebody with you.
I don't know. It just, if I go to a bar by myself, I am fully focused on sitting there by myself talking to no one. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to the bartender. Usually the bartenders that I go and visit from time to time spend most of their time insulting me.
Right.
and telling me that I'm a whore. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. And that's funny to me, but I don't want it, like, because guys will hear, like Kristen, for example, she'll be like, oh, there's Gad again. I knew it when she walked in. I could smell her vagina. I'm like, what are you talking about? God. But she just says this out, like, off the wall stuff. And then people will hear that and be like, well, clearly she needs someone to talk to. Or they're like, she's a giant hoe. Maybe I should talk to her. Yeah. Either way, I'm just like, no. You go to bars by yourself.
I do. Honestly, most people don't talk to me at bars. It's when I'm at Starbucks. Like, I'll be at Starbucks, and I go to Starbucks to read or to plan. So I've got a notebook in front of me, or I have a physical book in front of me. Like, I'm sitting here doing stuff, and people feel the need all the time to come up and talk to me. I'm like, what part of me, like this, looks inviting to you? Like, why are you talking to me?
Why are you doing this? Well, and what do they even talk about? Like, what is there so urgent and so breaking that they need to talk to you?
Nothing. Well, their favorite go-to, like, in line is, oh, what are you drinking? That looks good. Does it? It's a cold brew. Like, it's not exciting. It doesn't have, like, sparkles and stuff on it. Like, I don't know. They never get anywhere with anything. It's just always guys just want to talk. And which is funny because that's women's, like, number one complaint is that men don't communicate.
That's all they do.
When they're out, that's all they want to do. That is it.
And I think it's like the topics of conversation too, because it's so awkward. Like, at a bar, this is okay. So one of the few people that I've met that followed me on Twitter and then accidentally ran into me. I was at Talk of the Town. I just met with Steven, and I was like, all right, I guess we should have a nickname for that, but whatever. I was at the bar because I'm like, well, I'm not done drinking. It was Monday Night Football, Rams, Chiefs. I was like super nervous. I was about ready to say hella nervous, and I was like, do people still say that?
I do.
I was hella nervous. I got the seal of approval. We're good. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm pretty sure I was high. I don't know. 9 times out of 10. Like, I'm gonna guess.
It's a safe bet.
It's a safe bet. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know what to do. I've got 7 hours until kickoff, and I am fucking nervous, and just it was weird. But then this lady sat down like 5 chairs down from me at the bar and ordered a beer and then a Rumpelman shot. And I looked over at her and I go, ma'am, are we best friends now?
Oh my God.
She's like, do you want one? I'm like, fuck yes, I want one. Looking back on it, not the best idea. But we started talking, and she goes, yeah, I'm really nervous for the game. This is a seat that I always sit in. Automatically, if you're a conspiracy theorist, if you're paranoid, if you do ritualistic things on game day, I'm your best friend. We're going to do them together. True. Now we have to spend every single pregame together. Sorry. New rule. And so she was sitting and then I looked at her and I'm like, you look really familiar. She goes, I think I follow you on Twitter. And I'm like, do you? And I'm like, I retweeted one of your photos earlier today because they were all sitting in photos of game day outfits, game day plans, whatever, to the Border Patrol morning show. And I saw it. And I'm like, this is awesome. I retweeted it. And so it was such a weird, small world.
A sweird.
I can't talk. I'm dying.
It was a weird swirl.
55. I love that video so much. Please do not derail me.
Sorry.
Please don't rail me.
That too.
Whew. All right. So the moral of the story is, the one time I talked to a person, like unsolicited chatter, turns out I followed her back on Twitter, which I usually don't do, whatever. And we've been talking ever since. So she'll text me and be like, hey, I'm up at Talk. Do you want to grab a beer? I'm like, I can't. Or like, but we're trying to meet up and discuss the season. But I got to talk to her because she brought up Larry Johnson and Fesco. And I immediately was just like, nope, I'm not going to listen to you if you have anything to say good about either of those two people. I'm out. You can say one good thing about Fesco is he does a lot of stuff for community. Look at me being nice.
Nice.
Other than that, no. So then she was like, but Larry Johnson. I'm like, no, Michelle. Here, I'm going to tell you all the reasons why Larry Johnson sucks. Mm-hmm. And when I told her that, she goes, I never thought about that. And I'm like, boom, finally, one time talking to a stranger at a bar has worked out.
But, okay, that's different. Because obviously you have to meet some people somehow, you know?
Right.
But, like, she reciprocated to you, you know? Like, you initiated with the rumple shot thing, and then she followed up. The guys at the bar will be like, and the guy will like be like, huh, yeah, and then that should end the conversation.
Oh my god, that guy on Monday.
That will be the end of it. And then no, that's never the end of it. They always keep going.
The guy on Monday was horrible.
Yeah, he was so annoying. And then he just kept drinking and got more annoying.
And he was talking to like the workers around him that were all trying to have a staff meeting.
And they knew he knew them all by name. Like, he goes there a lot. This is his thing, is to go to bars and talk.
So that's the crowd that we're talking about.
Yeah. But I just mean, like, if you can't take a hint. Like, even you weren't there at
oh my god.
Good lord.
I'm sorry. I'm so gross today.
Even at SoPro, like, you guys have seen it before on my stream. When, guys, I am streaming. You know that I'm streaming. You can see my camera. You can see me playing. You were playing with me one time.
Yeah.
And there's still people talking to me. Like, why are you talking to me right now? I'm ignoring you. I am paying attention to what I'm playing a game. First of all, don't talk to me when I'm playing a game. Many people have died that way.
Many.
Second of all, I'm streaming on top of that. Like, really don't talk to me because everything you're chittering is coming in on my microphone. And no, it happened then. It happened another time when you weren't there. Like, some guy, like, creepily, like, slid his chair over to where I was playing and, like, was talking to me, and I was like, go away!
I don't know why anyone would, like, talk to you, because you're terrifying. Like, people say you sound sweet and innocent. I'm like, have you tried talking to her?
Yeah.
Like, or even just sneaking up on you in any way, shape, or form.
Well, I don't even try to act interested.
No.
Like, I'm not, like, girls a lot of the time when they want something from you, they're like, oh my god, yeah.
That's crazy.
Or
tell me more.
like, oh, yeah, anytime you get asked a follow-up question about something you just said, they're not listening.
They're not. They're just buying time.
Yeah. They're just trying to make you, like, flirting with you, whatever. Like, I'm just like, uh-huh. And then, like, turn away, and they keep talking to me.
The relentlessness, I will say that. If man or woman is hitting on me, which both do, oddly, equal amount of times, there's a disconnect of, do I want this right now? Is this what I'm, like, actively trying to, like, go for? No. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you should just be able to go to a bar, sit there, drink in silence. Like, there are times where I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I don't want to, like, say shit to anybody. I don't want to be bothered. And I get it. Guys are like that too. There are some times that I will be in a super chatty mood, and then somebody will say something, and I'll be like, almost interrogating them, because that's just how I talk to people.
Right.
I don't do small talk, and it will be met with short answers. Pick up on cues.
Well, that's what I hate. Like, guys are always like, I'm like, you guys don't. Guys across the board just aren't very good at taking hints. I'm sorry, but you're just not. Like, no
comment.
Hints, like, you're not very good at it. And then they're like, well, why don't you just tell me? Like, I can't tell a stranger, like, fuck off. You know, like, I can't be mean like that all the time. If you're, like, in a relationship and you need to communicate, that's another story.
Yeah.
But there are, like, crossed signals all the time, and I'm just like, I feel like it was obvious, but
you never know. And this day and age, you can get accused of harassment by anything. So the best thing is, keep to yourself. Don't bother people unless you're on a date. If you're on a date, then that's a little bit different. You're there to talk to the person. I have the problem of when I do start talking, though, it never stops. So I'm just like, if someone lets me sit in silence, I will sit in silence forever. You just even open up that floodgate. I'm like, blah, 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 let me tell you everything. But don't quiz me on sports. That's the other thing. I know that we talked about this before. Like, it's kind of difficult because the show has been on for, like, with you and I in, like, various stages. We'll say for almost 4 years.
Right.
And it's insane. And I know that we've gone over these things, but not everyone has listened from the beginning. There's very few of you that actually have.
Why not?
I don't know. Go back and listen to every episode so you know everything that we've ever said.
Especially the 24-hour broadcasts. Go back and listen to that one. Do it.
I still, to this day, have not done that yet.
I don't want to hear that, ever.
I don't ever want to hear it.
Ever.
Like, but now that you know, like, okay, let's just explain. I started drinking at noon that day. Vodka at noon. Was blacked out by the time Megan and Nathan got here. My dad knew, but I remember my dad telling me that I was so drunk that I should probably eat more than just onion rings. I do remember that. But I don't remember any of what I said.
Yeah.
And then I annoyed Nick so much that he
stormed out.
Stormed out.
Yeah.
But at this point, like, I would normally apologize and be like, wow, you know, I shouldn't have done that. But now I'm like, I was entertaining.
It was
if nothing
funny.
else.
It was funny. It was a disaster. We read Gronkowski's love novel. It wasn't his, but
I think it might be. You never know.
It might be his.
That is the most uncomfortable book I've ever read.
Yeah, it was. 24 Hours of Sprots 6. Yeah. That was our probably like...
Now, you tell this story.
Early. Well, that was when we were working for Rabble TV. So that was where like you would broadcast a sporting event while it was on. Like, so you were the Joe Buck of the Tony Romo, whatever was supposed to be. Like, we did it lately. It was mostly chatting.
We totally took it seriously.
It was mostly chatting. So we were working for them, and then as a promotion, we were like, let's do 24 straight hours of Sprout 6. And nobody knew. Well, I was new. Like, this was our 1 month in, 2 months in to starting this.
Yeah.
I did not know at that time that Gat needed a handler. I was not aware. I went to my normal 8 to 5 job, left her in the hands of Jess and Mindy, and the drinking started at noon. Noon was 3 hours into 24 hours. So, yeah, that's it. The drinking did not slow down.
Is that the drunkest you've ever seen me?
Oh, by far.
Okay.
But we had to lock you out of the studio. We had to lock you upstairs. Like, we had to lie to you to convince you to come upstairs. Like, Gat, the TV won't work. Can you help me? Something like stupid like that. And then I locked you out so that you could not be near the microphone.
Yes.
That was around like 2 a.m. I was like, get out.
But then Clayton showed up.
Yeah.
At what time? Like 3?
I would say so. Yeah, 3 or 4 in the morning.
So I got like an hour of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys forced me
We
to...
kicked you out. And then we talked.
But that had to have been the drunkest anyone's ever seen me.
It was hilarious. She would not stop saying, look at this graph. But no, say it the way you said it.
Look at this graph!
Yeah. It was Nickelback, look at this graph.
You don't know, I could have been doing a thesis on how potatoes fermented long enough and distilled could affect your body. No, but you know those times where you are so drunk you just don't want to know what you did?
Yeah.
And as someone that's been to alcohol classes because it's court ordered, suck it, Johnson County, they say that if you experience signs of like regret at all, that you're an alcoholic. And I'm like, I think that's just a sign that you drank to a point where you were no longer in control.
Yeah.
But that makes you an alcoholic.
Then everybody's an alcoholic. Like, you're telling me you didn't do something weird in college? Ever?
I think that that's what makes people. That's what shapes the youth of America, is the ability to do something stupid. The problem is now that it's all recorded.
Yeah, it is.
And like, even as a grown-ass woman, and I say grown-ass woman because I have responsibilities, I have a company, I have one friend, and she happens to work with me, so there's that. But there's just a whole like work-life balance that a lot of people use alcohol to escape work and all that.
Right.
Our work entails that you have to be good at drinking at some level. You're good at not drinking, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm good at saying no.
You put alcohol in front of me and I'm like, okay. So, yeah. And then I'm like, well, what if I don't have enough? Like, if the one thing that I get made fun of by everyone that's ever woken up next to me, which sounds weird, not really, when we travel and stuff too, I do this. I will always go to bed with like alcohol next to me. Most people will like put water next to them. I am like, I better not run out of alcohol before I fall asleep. Like, I must keep drinking because I think I'm not going to fall asleep. So I'm like, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
And then, so waking up, then I'm like, oh, look at how nice I am. I don't know why I still trick myself into it. I will still take a drink from whatever's sitting next to me. And I'm like, ah! Why would I ever think drunk me was being nice? Like, I can't even tell you how many times. I'm sorry, Tanners. I'm calling you guys out. How many times I've been like, can I have a plastic cup? And I just put my drink in there and leave. My Uber driver's like, can you not do that? I'm like, they let me.
There's no rules in Missouri. We encourage
No rules in Missouri. Let's go. And yeah, so now that everyone knows my secrets, I'm going to get kicked out of every bar. But no, it's weird to me, like, that people don't realize how much I can drink and still act normal, but I'm not okay. Yeah. You do. You're probably one of the only people.
I do know the signs.
What are the signs?
You start talking in half sentences. So you'll talk, but then you won't finish it. And then you'll go to the next one.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's it. Like, as far as like, you don't slur words, you don't stumble and fall over.
God, I wish I did.
Like, you don't like lay down or anything.
Oh yeah, when people take naps, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, you're not weird. You don't get sloppy. I mean, you are weird, but like, you don't get sloppy. You're not a sloppy drunk, but
yeah, you are just able to like touch people, and it's not like you're touching people, but like, if somebody hugs you, you don't cringe.
Yeah, my bubble disappears.
Yeah, and then you'll do weird dance moves. Yeah, by weird I mean inspirational.
I dance a lot when I'm drinking,
and it's usually just like weird, like half flossing.
Yeah,
like I'm like, okay, this is good. This is good.
It's not cute, but I don't care. I'm just like, this is a 300-calorie drink. Like, I
better keep moving.
I have to work it up.
My ramen noodles are only 190 calories, so
per brick. There's 2 bricks.
Yeah, but I only have one.
Who only has one?
I don't know. Sorry.
It's freaking weird.
I am weird. I'm a strange person, and it works out.
Freaking weird.
But yeah, I think the whole drinking thing, if I don't even know what we were talking about to begin with the drinking, but I do know that like when you go out for drinks and stuff, it is supposed to be a social hour. Like, happy hour is supposed to be somewhat social. So I get that part. But guys who are getting so defensive about, maybe that's how we talk to people, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whatever. It was just stupid.
Yeah. I agree. It was stupid.
They got mad. And then I got mad. I got mad this morning, too, because I said something along the lines of, no one gives a shit about your weather app screenshot. Mm-hmm. But, like, I took one in my antiquated Jeep that I think might have been built before the Civil War. I'm not sure. But it has the thermometer in there. It just said 0. And all I said was, this car is older than most of you. And then an arrow to the 0 and said, no one cares.
That's
and
funny.
then well, you posted a weather. And no, I didn't.
No, she posted a meme.
Jump off my dick. I already insulted you guys on Twitter. Now I'm going to insult you on the show. So
it's happening everywhere.
That's what I love. I mean, you actually get your takes out there and you share things with people that they need to hear. Like, you know, your thoughts on different trades, your thoughts on different contracts. I use this as a glorified soapbox to subtweet people in my life.
Why not?
At least I'm honest.
Yeah.
Not trying to hide it. I also sent someone a DM of my selfie and they didn't even like it. They were like, wow, looking good. I'm like, no, when I do that, you go and you like the photo because you haven't already. And I can see that.
I can see that there's not a heart on this. So go like that.
We're not needy. We just want everything the way that we want it when we want it.
Yeah, like and comment on everything I post.
I don't know why that's the problem.
Like, why is that hard?
You do. You like and comment on everything I post.
I know.
Sometimes to the point where you're talking to yourself.
Sometimes it's necessary. I was talking to myself on Instagram.
Yeah, you were talking about, what are those? Boobs!
I'm just answering my own rhetorical questions.
And I'm like, okay. This is good. That, but that was another thing. I have a way of getting the attention that I want, and it usually works. And it didn't work that time. I was annoyed. Like, who's impervious to my
manipulating?
It worked. I don't understand. Did drop that thirst trap though, and it was great. It inspired me to put my PayPal link in my story yesterday.
Oh yes.
A lot of people were hating on it.
Okay. What
Somebody said,
what were they saying?
They were like, "Wow, can you be any more shallow?"
Somebody said that to you?
Yes, in my DMs.
I would have said,
call them out.
yes, I can. And I don't know what I would have posted to be more shallow, but I would have done it.
I like and comment for Miss Megan on IG and Twit. We appreciate that, Stu.
Thank you.
Being able to have like that person that you know is going to hype up your photo no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2019. You send your selfies to your friend to approve them, and I did. And she's like, yes, perfect. I'm like, great, wonderful. So I post it, and then this is where I got annoyed because every single like DM response to it was like, I'll keep you warm. Do you want me to keep you warm? And I'm like, no, I really like.
I have fur. Can you not see the fur?
I said burr was the caption. It wasn't even cold yet.
Yeah,
I was wearing shorts out in public that day.
It was like 40 that day.
I just got home and I'm like, let's roll around in a blanket, see what happens. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this. If you want me to respond, $20, just PayPal me.
Yeah.
Then I'll talk to you. I was joking about this before, but 4 of you thought that was a good price. So thank you. Thank you. That's going to pay for my bar tab I'm not going to have today. It'll be tomorrow. I think that's like good. The scheduled bar tab time.
But you got some hate on it? That's
I did. Oh, yeah. So this guy was like, can you be that shallow? I was like, oh, totally. I will totally be that shallow.
We can go farther.
But yeah, if you're mad because I put my PayPal link in my story and other people, not you, I didn't take your money. I didn't hack into your account and force you to give me money. It just cracked me up. And I'm like, if you're going to be upset about it, then just don't give me any.
That's true. Somebody
was like, well, you take the time to actually respond to my like comments, so I appreciate that. I'm like, all right, put a price on it. It's 2019. You can put a price on anything.
On anything.
Who wants to talk to my nasally sick voice today?
$20.
$20. I'll answer your text.
$50 and she'll call you for 5 whole minutes.
I charged my ex $100 to unblock him on Instagram.
That is true.
That's true. Where it all started.
Sometimes, I mean, you gotta know what you're worth.
We live in a capitalistic society,
right?
So
this ain't Russia.
This ain't Russia. This is not Russia. It feels like Siberia.
It feels like Russia, but it's not.
Do Russians have heat? Because they're obviously better off than us right now.
Why?
We don't have a heat system.
Oh, I was like, I don't get it.
Like, if we were in Siberia, I would go and gut an elk for you to sleep inside.
Thank you.
It'd be very warm.
I appreciate that.
Very squishy and gross, but
pretty sure also according to Bear Grylls we have to be naked.
Because clothes do what?
I don't know. Like it doesn't. I don't remember the rationale behind it, but I just know that that's the rule. When cold, be naked.
Bear Grylls or Bear Grylls?
Bear Grylls. Okay. I think.
I don't know.
I don't know now. Now you're scaring me.
Well, I can't pronounce anything, so I look to you to help me pronounce shit.
I don't know. Bear's not really around anymore.
He drinks his own pee. That's all I
know. He does drink his own pee. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I can't help that. I actually don't know anything about the current state of Russia. I could not tell you. Everything I know is from the Americans, which was 1980s Russia. So that's what I know is good old communist Cold War Russia.
Cold War Russia.
Not sure what their current status is as a country.
I think they don't exist. If we don't acknowledge them, then they don't exist. I think that's what we're gathering from today. It's Woman Crush Wednesday. We exist.
Yeah.
No one else does.
It is Woman Crush. Who texted in for crushes for Women Crush Wednesday?
We got a lot of area codes from 417, 316, and 660.
I don't know those.
All Missouri and Kansas, so I think you should. But that's okay. We got that. It was mostly you. So,
good. Did I get 16?
I think there was 11.
Heads are gonna roll.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's gonna be 5 of you that she's gonna murder.
Yep, exactly how many votes I did not get is exactly how many people now die.
5 people need to die because you got 11.
All right, I have accepted these terms.
I think that it's just time that we make a sacrifice, and one of you needs to come forward and say, I did not vote, Woman Crush Wednesday, and I failed, so Megan can kill me.
Yeah, one of you has to die. At least.
At least one.
At least one. I will take 1 for 5. We'll offer that little olive branch.
We'll offer that, but anything else? You're like Mr. Bubs, that angry dog that I made Sprots Takes follow, and I hope that you see him from time to time.
No, what? There's an angry... I probably unfollowed him. Every time I come across stupid accounts that you followed, I'm like, no. No.
Half of them, like, the other day I got into salmon memes.
Salmon memes.
Lox memes.
Ew.
It was incredible.
Right now, they're trying to make Scooby-Doo memes a thing, and it's not funny.
Remember, they were, I called them Swimmy Boys.
Swimmy Boys, yes.
Salmon is now called Swimmy Boys.
The Swimmy Boys.
I didn't vote for Gat because I hated Twilight. I didn't vote. I vote for Gat because I hated Twilight. She thinks you're a vampire.
Oh.
It's Nicole. She's trolling you.
That's
true. JK, still love you, Megan.
I'm cold as ice.
You're glittering and you're sparkling.
I wish. I'd be a freaking vampire.
You are
in a hot
immortal, though.
Second.
I don't think I've ever seen you come close to like.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna stop there. I was like, well, that's true.
Never seen you come. Well, that just took a turn. If only you could say the same. Darn.
Yeah.
I don't travel well. I'm not spatially aware of things. I don't realize how close I am to people. It's fine.
Oh gosh.
But anyways, back to things that aren't completely scandalous. In our notes, it was just enjoying people without supporting who they are as people and stop fucking talking about the weather.
That's it.
That's what we got today.
Blaming the black background. I don't know. I got nothing for you on the lighting.
I honestly think it's just the camera quality.
Yeah, I'm going to take that one home. This will be my gym cam. It's fine. We'll fix it.
We will. But you see how annoying it is when my audio, and my audio still goes in and out, so I appreciate people not saying anything about it.
Yeah.
But when people are just like, oh my God, we can't hear you. Can you just do this? And It's like, we just did 20 minutes of adjustments.
It's for the best. You can't see how incredibly dry my skin is.
Honestly, you look like you're just radiating.
Right? I look perfect right now. This is actually the filter of my preference.
You would just get little icicles across your head. It'll be great.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm waiting. I will delete Snapchat the day that Instagram gets better filters.
They're trying. They did, 2 updates ago, they did add some filters that were not the same 5 that they've had for 12 years.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not. It's not there. But Facebook has cute filters sometimes, and that's why I'm just like...
I've never used a filter on Facebook.
I have seen others use them. I don't know how they find them, to be honest with you. I don't know how you upload to a story with a filter on Facebook.
Me neither.
But I have seen others do it. And so I know they're there, and Facebook and Instagram are the same company, so this doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so the thing is, on Snapchat, you can save videos that have their filters, upload it to Instagram stories, and then it automatically posts on Facebook.
No, it's not a Snapchat filter.
It isn't?
No,
So
they're different. Facebook was doing the moving dog ear filters.
Oh, yeah.
Before Snapchat was. It was...
Okay.
I don't know where they're coming from. Maybe they don't even have them anymore.
Where did they come from? Where did they go?
Where did they come from? Cat and I joke.
It was like, where can we go with this one?
Oh, we were trying earlier when we were talking about KU. I was so upset. I was trying to segue to the Lady Di poem. But it didn't happen.
I cackled for at least 30 minutes.
You need to read it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I do.
We're going to read you a lovely poem. You'll have to read the backstory to the poem as well. It's a sentence. Don't worry.
Don't worry. You'll be all right. The screenshots that I have from Facebook were also my dad subtweeting his ex-girlfriend on Facebook this morning.
I love that so much.
It was amazing. So this guy tweeted, "This Princess Diana Memorial Group is the gift that keeps on giving." From Facebook. This is from Facebook. So this person, I cannot tell what they are. This person wrote a poem for this group, and the group is called Princess Diana, Keeping Her Memory Alive. So this is her backstory. She said, it's a girl. I just figured that out. When our princess passed away, I wrote a poem in primary school. It's been on my bed ever since. I thought I'd share. X. You can tell she's British.
Yes.
Just the X at the end. Guys, ready for this? It's very
I
emotional.
can't tell, also, preface to this, I can't tell if this is real or a troll. Like,
I can't either.
If she really has this poem on her bedside, or... Okay, read the poem.
Yeah, no pressure. You just have to enunciate it perfectly, and I'm dying.
In a British accent.
I can't do a British accent. Why you cry? That's not British.
No, okay.
Why you cry? Because of Lady Di. What happened? Lady Di. Oh no, I'm sad. My dripping eyes. Lady Di. Lady died.
Yes. But, okay, we have to spell out the last 2 lines because that part's important.
I'm like, do I have to spell it out or can I just zoom in?
Yeah, it was Lady Di, like her name, and then Lady Di, like dead.
Can you see it? No. Okay, so it's, Lady Di, Lady D-I, period. Lady Die, D-I-E, period.
Dead. Lady Di.
Lady Di. We're not laughing at Lady Di's death. We're laughing about, like, what the hell kind of poem is this? Why you cry? Because of Lady Di. What happened? Lady Di. Oh no, I'm sad. My dripping eyes. Lady Di. Lady Di. What the fuck?
Oh, it's so good.
I sent it to you and I got 2 separate groupings of ha 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 ha, which means with Megan that she might have actually reacted to it.
Yeah, I did actually react. If I take the time to type ha-has, I care.
That's true. When you say LMAO, I'm like, well, she didn't even move.
No, I didn't.
When I say LMAO, people think that they're really funny, and I'm literally like, LMAO.
It's so funny, I died.
That was crazy. No, I mean, poetry is a gift that keeps giving, so...
It's so good.
Especially deep shit like that.
This is like the Cynthia poem from 22 Jump Street. I don't know that one.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Yes.
Are we looking it up?
Uh-huh.
Or you're Googling the Cynthia poem, because I don't know it. Or I don't remember it. I've seen 22 Jump... No, I've seen 21. I think. I don't know. I don't know. But...
Slam poetry! Yelling, angry, waving my hands a lot. Specific point of view on things. Cynthia! Cynthia! Jesus died for our Cynthias.
Oh my God.
Jesus cried. Runaway bride. Julia Roberts. Julia Rob hurts. Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia, you're dead. You are dead.
Oh
boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop. You're dead. That's for Cynthia. Who's dead?
Oh my God. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Cynthia!
Doesn't top Lady Di, but it's close.
Yeah, it does not top Lady Di. Lady Di
close.
is honestly fascinating. World of Steve subtweets. This is what his status was today.
Her dad.
And I know
Steve.
exactly what he's talking about. I'm going to share with that. I won't use names. Except for Steve. He goes, I never cease to be amazed at how petty and self-serving some people can be while supposedly trying to help others. If it is that big of a deal, don't do it. Real simple. What would you think that this is about?
I can't even tell. Because your dad's been posting a lot lately about doing charitable acts and helping friends out. But I don't know if that has anything to do with that. Like, why would somebody hate on that? So, I don't know. What is it?
So this lady, and you know who it is, that my dad was dating.
I already have a good guess ahead of time, but...
This lady that my dad was dating, because one of his really good friends is in the hospital, and he's in hospice care right now.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs, like, a couple, like, random, like, volunteers and stuff. It's not, like, super serious. But one of my dad's good friends, this lady went to go help at that, like, with him or at that nursing home to volunteer for some stuff. And all she did was talk about how all the old people were oogling her body and talking about how pretty and how hot she is.
What?
And it was like super, like, she said she was getting harassed. If you know this lady, you know that she's just usually full of hot air and this is ridiculous.
Which letter does it start with?
D.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, first of all, you are good looking for your age, I guess, but you're basically 90. Yeah. So calm down.
Right.
Like, but the arrogance and the attitude that went with that, I'm like, Dad, you can't. Like, please tell me you're going to stop dating her. Please.
Right.
He's like, oh, that stupid bitch. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I think we're going to, you know, be all right here. We're going to get out of this. But yeah, I mean, the audacity. So my dad got angry enough to subtweet Age of Aquarius, or the moon, the word Aquarius. What is it? It's Aquarius season now because we're in.
Are we in there?
Yeah, we're in Aquarius. Capricorn died off, so everyone that's fiscally responsible and boring as shit, you had your time. So now it's Aquarius, where everything's weird. Like, everything right now is weird.
Right.
Aquarians are known for just being like highly self-absorbed, highly strange, very skittish, and don't commit very well to things. They can't focus on shit.
Okay.
They're just strange people. And if you know anyone that's an Aquarius, I guarantee you they're strange. So there's just like weird shit happening. People are behaving weirdly right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I'm just dying.
I'm just dying.
I have a man cold. I think that's what it is.
What's a man cold?
Like where you're just exaggerating everything because it's an inconvenience.
Yeah, when they get sick, it's a little rough.
Yeah.
It's a little rough.
Man colds. Well, it sounds like we're like trashing men today, but I love you guys.
You're much easier to deal with. We don't deny this.
Yeah. But like all my girlfriends too are as low maintenance or as low like level of maintenance for friendship too. So
yeah, but how long did it take to weed out to that level? Like, let's be real. There was a lot of work to get to this stage.
Well, that's like when I get mad about it because, and I know that you know this, but when people say, oh, Gat, you've really gone through a lot of friends, I'm like, do you understand how wide of a net I cast? Like, social media wise, also events and everything else. I have a very wide net that goes out. Mm-hmm. So when you cast a wide net, you're going to get some like fish that you don't want.
Right.
They're just going to be there. You're going to be like, wow, I'm really happy that you're here, but that doesn't mean I want to be friends with you.
Right.
I'm not going to keep you.
Not going to keep you. You're a throwback.
You're a throwback.
What are the fish terms for that? There's a fish term for that, I think.
Catch and release.
Well, yeah, that's what you... But, like, there's a term for the throwback ones, I think. I don't know.
Release.
Oh, my God.
I, like...
Someone kick her.
I know.
I think I have a blood clot. I think I might die right now.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what just happened? This is the greatest thing I've ever watched in my life. Megan went to assume the coffin position in her bouncy ball and then quickly... What was that?
Oh, I almost
fell off. Is that like an Undertaker move?
It was an Undertaker move. That was...
Well, it's fitting since you look like a ghost.
Hey, but really, my leg's gonna fall off.
Yeah, her legs are gonna fall off. I'm freezing.
No, we're fine.
We're dying.
We're fine. We're gonna talk about sports now. Are you ready?
No.
Yes.
I wasn't done yet.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know what I was talking about.
We're talking about fish.
I don't want to talk about fish. Go ahead.
We're talking about, what did you call them? Swimmy boys. Swimmy boys and the throwbacks.
Swimmy boys!
There's gotta be a word for that. Why don't we know people that fish?
I fish. I used to.
Your dad fishes all the time, but...
Yeah, I don't know where his bitch ass is when you need him.
Swimmy boys. Okay. We're gonna have some Super Bowl chat right now. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the Madden game, the classic playthrough of the teams that are going to play on the Super Bowl, which would be the Patriots and the Rams, in case you're out of it. It says that the Pats are the underdogs, that they're going to lose.
That's awesome.
And I'm just like, this is rigged. You're a bunch of liars. You
totally
just want to feed into their narrative. Why? Same thing with the betting lines. When the betting lines opened, the Pats were the underdog. It only took 30 minutes for that to change. But, and I'm just like, I don't know at what point this ends. Because all of like the media days that they've been having, none of the Pats guys are trying to pull that underdog card anymore. They're all smug. I'm pretty sure Gronkowski is partying nonstop. Like some university kid was there doing an interview, and he said, "What university do you go to?" And he told him, and he's like, "What are you guys doing tonight?" Like he went out with the college children, to go do things. So, whatever.
I think Gronk is fooling everyone because he's secretly super fucking smart. And he's just trolling people by making them think that he's like this idiot frat boy.
Right.
He's kind of an idiot frat boy.
He is kind of an idiot, but I do think he's got some wits about him more than anybody gives him credit for.
Yeah, his whole family's a brand, so he's doing something right.
And they're
Tide
not
Pods.
dumb. Like, you can't be that dumb.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
That's all I can do. Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
And you know that I have a problem watching that video of him and Tom Brady. I only watched it 4 times yesterday.
Only
But then I made my
we're
own.
getting there. We're getting there. You made your own. You did. You little smug dingus. Okay, back to this. Rams, what am I trying to say? Missouri and Kansas were both in support of the Rams. Do you think that's weird?
No, because now that they're out in LA, I think it's a whole different BDE going on out there.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think, well, especially at least St. Louis. I feel like there's as many people in St. Louis as Kansas City, but apparently I'm wrong. Because I feel like St. Louis should have been able to overpower us and support the Patriots.
I don't know why they would support the Patriots, though, because I know that even though they left, people were still diehard fans of them.
Yeah, but it's like your girlfriend left for a hotter dude and gives no fucks about you.
Well,
like,
the city of St. Louis, bunch of cucks. I have no problem admitting that.
That could be true. I could see that. So this just is actual proof
Cuckery.
that they're into cuckolding. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I can accept that theory. That's a response I can get behind.
Yeah, and somebody else can, too. Ha!
Nah.
That's
because
funny.
they're into cuckolding.
Because they're into it. Killing it today.
All right, that's fair. It bothered me, but that makes more sense.
So why did it bother you, though? Because it's like you said, yeah, the hot chick leaving.
Yeah, if
So-
my team left my city, I'd be like, fuck you forever.
So the Royals moved to, I don't know, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
What would you do?
I would now be a very big, I don't even know what's close. I mean, I wouldn't probably be a Cardinals fan, but maybe. I don't know. I would go to another team. It would be goodbye Royals. Like, I hate you for, like Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Hate you forever.
Kevin Durant, that was rough.
Hate you forever. And yeah, no, I would not be in support.
Understandable.
Luckily, it won't be happening.
Well, yeah.
Anytime soon, at least.
I don't know why, but 2019, I've been doing so many hypotheticals. Like, who am I?
Who am I?
Like, the Twitter questions is where I think I get my hypotheticals out.
Right.
I can like, would you rather? And that was the one I was surprised about when people were like, would you rather win 10K or the Chiefs win the Super Bowl? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'd rather the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
I'd rather have 10K.
Well, I mean, okay, you are brand new to this.
Yeah.
Which I don't ever want to like be condescendingly like talking down to you. This is like month 1 of you being self-employed.
Yes.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So,
Hard.
but people ask us a lot, and I think I get a lot more of it than you do because I put it out there a lot more. Because I mean, I've been living this life for a minute. It absolutely sucks to be self-employed.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning.
Definitely.
Month 1, I mean, because the next show we do is going to be, is it ever going to be February? We don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe. The next show that we do is going to be February 1st. So it's longest month ever. And this is your first month being self-employed. You understand it.
Yes. That I would like $10,000.
Yeah. At this point, I'm like, yeah, $10,000 would be great. But I just like want to feel that like massive amount of happiness.
Nope. They like the whole can't buy happiness thing, blah, blah, blah. Don't care.
Oh, yeah, that's totally false.
I will take money over happiness any day.
Yeah. And now that I'm
day.
removed from it and we did lose and we didn't, make that jump to the Super Bowl, I'm kind of okay. And I would go back and say 10 grand would be wonderful right now.
I mean, I would much rather, it would be nice if we were in the Super Bowl, but yeah, no, I would take, if they're like, can the Royals be in the World Series for the next 10 years, or you can have $1,000, I would be like, I will take 1,000. Thank you.
Once you've been there and like had it happen though with your team, it's like, that was a really cool feeling, but you respect other people getting as geeked out as you did.
Yeah. I don't care at all. I mean, championships are cool.
Yeah.
But just the sport itself is what I care about. It's entertaining. It's fun to watch. I don't care about titles.
Yeah.
I'm not from St. Louis. I don't go, wow. We've been in Sanford Mall or fucking World Series this many times.
Okay, people from St. Louis they do that way too much. But like because I think I was so geeked out for the entire city, I wasn't really, and this just goes to the conspiracy theory that I hate baseball, which I do not hate baseball.
She does.
I don't. Shut the fuck up. I can still hear just because I can't smell, talk, see anything else.
Oh.
I'm basically like one of those highly trained, skill-specific dogs. I can hear a bomb. I can't smell it, but I can hear it.
You can hear the bomb.
I can hear it ticking.
Okay.
But I was more excited for the city. I was more like, this is so freaking cool to see so many people happy, celebrating, joining together. There was like a renaissance of sorts around that time of Kansas City. Like there was more businesses growing.
There was a big renaissance, yeah.
That's what I was excited about. I didn't cry when we won. I'm not a bitch. I didn't cry. I drank champagne and then went and got a tattoo. It was cool. But I'm not gonna like. I couldn't cry over that. It wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Those sports are just whatever.
Yeah.
But you've also experienced winning championships with your teams before. I had never done that. I never got to do that.
That is true. And I've only ever had like winning experiences. You know, like I started watching the Royals on their very first winning season. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a good season by any means, but it was their first winning season in like 20 years. Yeah. And then same thing with the Chiefs. I've only watched them since they've been good. Oklahoma City Thunder's always been above average. I wouldn't say great. They're great right now, but they've been above average since I've been watching NBA. Kyle Busch is the greatest human to ever live, so, you know. But he didn't win a championship, so I'm not upset about it. Yeah. He's not upset about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these championships mean more to the cities and the people in them and the people that have been through the bad years and all that stuff. The other thing that I don't like at all is fan shaming. Mm-hmm. Pisses me off.
How so?
There's a level of, if you are new to a sport, you're not going to know everything. Right. So deciding somebody's level of fandom based on how much they know about the team irritates me. Right. I'm not going to be able to tell you, the starting O-line of the Chiefs from 1973. Wow. I'm not going to. Clearly, I needed to do better. I need to memorize every player that's ever been on the Chiefs ever, and then that way I can justify it. Obscure moments, whatever. I remember that stuff a lot more. Mm-hmm. I remember like big plays and big moments on big games. I don't remember. You know how I am with numbers. I either remember the date, what somebody was wearing, what was going on at the time, what I was doing, but I don't remember numbers. It's bad. Right. Unless it's your credit card number. Hey. Even then, fucked. But yeah, so it's just one of those things. I feel like that type of fan shaming, if you don't know enough about the team, people are like, you're not really a fan. Or if they think that you haven't been around long enough to really be a fan. Like, you have to go through the bad years to be able to go, well, I just got into the sport. Would you rather have me as a new fan, experiencing the excitement of winning? Right. Or would you rather not have me at all as a fan? Right. And then the only time that I will ever rip on somebody is if they have like 3 MLB teams, 3 NFL teams, like 5 NBA teams, and 10 college football teams.
Yeah. I don't like that.
You can have one in each conference. I don't care. Like AFC, NFC, NL, AL. Don't care. East, West. Have that's fine. It's not ideal. Right. But it's still fine. What kind of fan shaming bothers you the most?
The people that expect you to go back and watch stuff that happened like in the past, or like know the history of everything. Like, I don't care. I don't know the history of anything in my day-to-day life, let alone the history of a team. Like, I started watching the Royals in 2012. Anything before that, like when they're all like, you don't know who like the great Bo Jackson play and like all that stuff. No, that was before my time. It does not impact anything I'm doing now. I don't care. I'm great. Like, I understand people were there, they saw it and all that stuff, and they've been around, but that's cool. I'm not going back to catch up with 60 years of baseball that I missed. Like, sorry I wasn't there, man. This is now.
I watch old highlights of things all the time, but it's just because that's who I am as a person.
Yeah, but you like that. Yeah.
But what annoys me is going back and like watching cringeworthy things. Mm-hmm. I don't go and rewatch games. One, I'm not a film analyst. I don't care. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to look. There's other people that, their whole job is to go through film and break it down, see but that's not the side of football I love. The side of football I love is how football can truly unite, like sports in general can truly unite people from all walks of life and give people something in common. And you don't have to talk about politics. It's great. Until recently. Thanks, guys.
Mostly.
Now, 2017 was ruined for me because all you fuckers wanted to do was find me at various bars and then tell me all of your takes on kneeling.
That's a good one. That is still, we're 2 years removed from that, I feel like. And that is one of the prop bets in the Super Bowl, is if a player is going to kneel, which I don't think, did anybody kneel this year? That cheerleader did, but I don't think any players kneeled this year.
I feel like we took more focus off of the national anthem this year, which is what needs to happen anyways. The national anthem is just a weird thing to play. I never realized that it wasn't done until I think it was the late 90s is when it started. But the Department of Defense and the NFL have a contract to where the NFL is literally making money off of bringing home people and surprising them with their return from Afghanistan or overseas, wherever.
Really?
They they profit off of that.
I didn't know
so their salute to service is just a fucking tax break. The NFL does not care about veterans. Let's just go ahead and put it out there. If they did, they would understand the meaning of what the kneeling was doing and what the flag actually means to those guys. Some of them are mad, some of them aren't. That's not the point. The point is that the NFL does not do anything without profit.
Of course not.
So I don't see any reason to have the national anthem there. They just made it a thing. They made it a thing to where now we get to celebrate these heroes, and hell yeah, we should definitely celebrate them. Is a sporting event the national anthem? Joe said, did anyone even show a national anthem this year? I don't remember seeing one. I was too busy standing and saluting the flag in my living room. I blacked out of patriotism.
Obviously. I mean, NASCAR shows it. I don't know if any other sporting events
NASCAR is the most, NASCAR would show the national anthem, but I feel like they've been doing it forever.
Yeah, they definitely show it, but I don't know about football.
It's just such a weird thing. And so, yeah, I don't even know if kneeling is a thing. I know that Travis Scott and Colin Kaepernick got in some words because Travis Scott said that he talked to Cap before announcing that he's doing the halftime show.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So Cap was weird flex, but all right, dude, as long because he's donating or the NFL is matching his donation or taking what he would normally take to Pure for a halftime show and donating it to their fund. It's a social justice fund. So yeah, NFL only donated 8% of the money they made to breast cancer awareness. Yeah, women and veterans and all these groups that they supposedly support do not matter to the NFL.
No,
they do not care about you. And the quicker that people realize that the NFL is a business and not a fucking hand holding contest, that's all you have to know.
Right.
But you've always known that.
I mean, every sport is they got to make money. Otherwise, it's not. That's everything. Everything. We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Everything is worth money now. And that is all.
My time.
Your time is worth money. Your distance that you're going to travel is worth money. Everything is measured in money and Uber and Postmates and everything. Everything.
The convenience of not leaving your house and having some high school kid Postmate you food from 2 blocks away, you are paying for it.
Yeah.
I pay for so much convenience in my life.
I pay for everything. I was thinking last night, I don't know why. I was thinking about college move-in, when you move. Oh, well, because I bought command strips and then got delivered yesterday. And I was can you imagine
college thing.
How much easier college move-in and stuff would have been if you had Amazon Prime back then? Good Lord, they have it easy. They get everything. I didn't have a car for my freshman year of college. So I was stranded. I spent all of my money at the TCU restaurant, which was super expensive.
Yeah, that would be.
So, I don't know. They have it so easy. But you pay for it, but...
You totally pay for convenience for everything.
And I will. Every time.
You pay for the convenience of not having to be blocked by me on Instagram.
Yeah.
That was just such a power... I was so proud of myself, and I still am. Because I'm what could I get out of unblocking you so you can see all my things? First of all, why don't you have a burner account? Just follow me there.
That's true. Yours is not private.
Not private. Not not even trying to hide the fact that I am thirst trapping and making fun of someone.
It's honestly shocking how many people don't consider a burner account. Like, I don't even have a burner account. I just have other social medias that I run that I'm blocked on. Like, my personal, I just go to the other ones. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, whenever people, like, quote tweet 610 now, I can't see it. And I'm always like, oh, blocked. And they're like, why? And it's beautiful. But other times, I'm like, I just know that somebody has me blocked because they got mad at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, no. What am I going to do? Fuck.
And honestly, I mean, I block people a lot of times, but it's mostly because I just don't want them to be able to comment on my stuff. But a lot of people block people because they don't like them. And I'm just like, if you don't like somebody, you should be rubbing it in their face, like how well you're doing. Like, you don't want to block them. It's the people that you hate the most that you don't block because you want them around to see what's going on.
Yep. I'm just smiling like a motherfucker over here because that has happened twice this week.
Yeah.
Like, someone that I know who has publicly dragged me up and down for shit that actually isn't true, but it's fine. Like, you guys can come at me all you want. I know the truth. The people involved know the truth, and it's cool. And so this person is having a fucking meltdown right now. And I'm blocked. I can't see any of it, nor do I care. And other people started sending me all these things. They're like, oh my God, did you see this? And I'm like, no, but that's fucking hilarious. Because that's how it is. It's like, if you want to block me, that's fine. But you are just stopping yourself from seeing how awesome I am. And that's on you. I've had people, because the last couple days I've been doing actual professional things. This might shock people. What? But I'm leaning more towards doing consulting work in my free time to help people grow their brands, everything else. And somebody that was like talking to another person about using me to help them was like, I don't even know what the hell she's doing on Twitter. Why is she going to tell you? And I'm like, I am a great person to listen to. We're always right.
Yeah.
Together, we're always right.
Together.
I would be wrong about something. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong about something. How are you? I don't think you're
never wrong.
One, she's not good at admitting she's wrong. Two, she's also never wrong.
I'm just never wrong. I'm just kidding.
Is that time consuming to never be wrong, or you just?
Not really. It just comes from my brain.
It's just up here.
I can't be wrong if I never talk to anybody.
That's true.
Is really where we're at.
But I mean, you do. I was going to say you talked to me, but I was like, the FaceTime thing, I immediately turned off FaceTime, by the way.
Oh, I did too. A second I thought, which scares me because by the time that CNN gets it, it's been out for a while. Nobody FaceTimes me anyway, but I feel like if that technology is there, there's other technology that people can just hack in.
Oh, totally.
I mean, I know that's been around for forever, the hacking part, but like, it's now easy, and I'm just like, get off my phone.
Well, I just worry because I'm like, usually, most of the time I am smoking eucalyptus oil and just sitting there with my phone, like, so like all people are gonna see is like my moon face. And
well,
be
I get like, I'm super paranoid about it, like, so that like anytime I'm going to like the bathroom and I always bring my phone in, like I will block the camera, like just freaking in case something happens. Like, this is not a cute moment.
Well, no one's tried to FaceTime me. Like, I FaceTime my parents all the time. Like, that's. You've seen it. They'll be like right outside.
Yeah,
and I'm
right
sitting here like, what are you doing? I can see you. But we're not even looking at each other. It's just the last thing that popped up. So, yeah.
Ow.
No one's FaceTime me but my parents. And if my parents really want to know what I'm doing, they can just ask me.
Well, they're not going to know how to.
Oh, that was the other Instagram troll. They're like, don't your parents know what you do on social media?
Yeah. No.
My parents do. Like, my mom followed me on Instagram last night, and I told her not to, so she unfollowed me. She's like, well, I just want to see if I could keep up with you. I'm like, you're blocked from my stories anyways. You're not going to see it. The post, whatever. I don't care. But she immediately unfollowed me. But I'm like, yes, of course my parents see what I do on social media. They just don't care. My
mom's on my Instagram. My dad's on my Twitter. So, like, they know. But that is a PSA. If you guys did not see our tweet, iPhone people... If you get a FaceTime call, they can force you to use it without you knowing. That is all.
Yeah, so basically what they do is they will call you, and while the call is connecting, they'll add another call, and they'll add themselves, and then that just creates a conference call that you don't even know about. So it'll automatically accept it because they're already on it, and then it'll go in the background.
And just listen to you.
And see you.
Everything you're doing.
I think it's worse to see me.
Yeah.
Or actually, I don't know. Hearing me.
I don't say anything weird, but
I do.
I don't know.
I talk a lot of shit.
That's true. The shit talking might be a little awkward.
It would be awkward for people that suck.
Was it Call Her Daddy that had the story about the girl, like, she called her boyfriend while she was hooking up with somebody else and he, like, heard it?
I think so. I think that
Like
was, like,
that.
not the very beginning, but I think it was, like, the beginning part of the Call Her Daddy where they were talking about the most awkward, like, phone moments you've ever had.
Yeah.
That would definitely be, or, like, ew, my biggest fear is calling my parents or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you would do that, but... Well, you... Like, my parents are not in my top contacts. Just because I don't ever call them. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Mine, I just communicate with constantly. It's annoying. My family's weird. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. But yeah, like, my biggest fear is, like, accidentally calling my parents mid-hookup.
That's weird.
That would be.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. I mean, we're just giving out great advice here. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We make a prop bet about it.
Oh, gosh. You want to get into the prop bets?
Yeah. I mean, that's what you were, like, while you were huddling around the fire over there.
Yeah. Trying to keep warm.
Yes.
I have some of the funny, or the top prop bets and some of the funny ones. But first, real betting on the Super Bowl, because I don't understand betting whatsoever. I don't know how to read it. And I don't know how to do it for that matter, but I really don't know how to read it to start with. So it says that the Patriots are minus 2.5 and the Rams are plus 2.5. What does that mean?
So you're talking about the spread.
Yeah.
Basically with betting, the hardest part is understanding what the fuck a spread is.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have the negative 2.5, that basically, and I will procure from my notes, the handicap of the point spread is given to the favorite team. So they have 2.5 point like handicap. So they can go within, over or under that.
Okay, so this is saying that they predict the Patriots to win.
And they have a 2.5 point allowance. So if they win only by 1 point, they still cover that.
Okay.
But if they win by 3 points, done. That's not, like, it doesn't work anymore.
So if the Patriots win by 3 points, every single person that bet loses their money?
Everyone that bet the spread of 2.5. You can always add points to it, so you can do 2.5 and then go back and add like a half point, add another point, so you have more of a range that you can win in.
Right.
But that's like a really dangerous thing because you never know if the Patriots are going to win by 1 or if they're going to win by 3 or if they're going to win by 6, like they did against us. See, look at me healing.
Yeah, that's a very small margin then.
Yeah, so that would be a really small margin. However, most of the time it's like 4.5 to 5.5. So you have a little bit more. If you think the Pats will win, to win money, they have to win by 3 points. If they win by 2, you lose. Yeah, that's basically a dumbed down version of it. Right. Thanks, Joe, for dumbing it down because I'm way too intense today.
No, I understood.
So that's not, like, I mean, it's an outright bet that the Patriots are going to win, but they also have to win within the points. Okay. So then money line is when, okay, so I think this is my whole thing. I think it's best to win big. Mm-hmm. Moneyline bets are a really good way to do that. So moneyline bet is on who will win the game. So outright winning, not paying attention to the spread. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of those people that is really bad about numbers in general. Right. I like outright wins. Yes, no, will they win? That's it. Okay. Fucking with the spread to me seems like ruining a good thing because now you need them to win and you also need them to win by a certain amount or stay within a certain amount. Right. That's too stressful. If I'm doing money line, like it's easy. So the money line, they're basically the opposite of each other. So if you see plus 200, the easiest one is to describe the negative. So if it's minus 180, you need to spend $180 to make 100. Okay. So if you bet 180 that the Patriots are going to win, and that's a money line, it's minus 180. Right. It's not that, so don't quote me on it.
It's minus 129. You're close.
I was very close. So you need to spend $129. We'll use the actual one in order to just make 100. Okay. But you asked a really good question because I know people ask this a lot. So I spend $129 to make 100. So when you go to cash out, you're actually getting $229.
Right. Because you get back what you put in.
Right. So but if you lose, you just lose the $129. Right. You don't lose $229.
Right.
So you can never lose more than you put in.
Right.
So if you put in 40,000 to win 160,000 and you don't win, then you're only losing 40,000. You don't also lose the 160,000.
Right.
So it's
so
weird.
Is that how all the bets work then? It's per 100 basically?
Yeah, it's based around 100.
Okay. I get it a little bit.
But covering the spread, I mean, you can do betting the spread on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can say like the over under is betting like money line usually.
Right.
But it's over and under 5.5 points or over and under 56.5 points.
Right.
Then you can take the over, which is usually minus 115. And the under is minus 115, so you still have to spend $150 to make 100.
Right.
But you get it all back. So it's weird thinking about it because the person that came up with it, I guess, like
hates math.
Hates people.
Or hates people that are bad at math.
Hates people that have right brains. And he's from Connecticut, and he was like a professor, a mathematics professor, and like came up with all this stuff. I'm like, all right, wouldn't it just be easier? Whatever. I'm not going to even pay attention to it. My favorite bets and the bets that you see the most and the most popular prop bets.
Yes.
Because you have the chance to win big. Like, let's say one of my favorite prop bets was, will Kim and Kanye get divorced this year?
That's a good one.
And you never know. They almost did.
Like, or I thought they were getting close this summer. That was a little sketch.
Yeah, because I think he went off the deep end a little bit.
Yeah, he went off the deep end and then moved to a different city.
Just casually, like, moved to a different city.
I live in Chicago now. Okay.
And then I'm going to spend all my time recording in Wyoming.
I was like, but your wife lives in LA. Okay.
They have private jets. They'll be all right. Okay. I feel like rich people don't have real problems.
Yeah,
so
they really don't.
Whenever they're, like, about to divorce, I'm like, darn, I'm sorry for you.
Darn, I'm sorry. All right, so let's see. The prop bets are fun because they're just random stuff.
But it'll be like, okay, Kim and Kanye getting divorced. It'll be plus 800.
Right.
So if you spend $10 on that, you're going to win 80.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, okay, I'll just put $10 down here. We'll see what happens.
Right.
If they don't, then you don't lose anything besides $10.
$10 is nothing, yeah.
But if you can make that kind of money off of it, cool.
Yeah. So there's the national anthem bet, which is always a thing with the duration of how long the national anthem will take. That's always the number one, like, people participating in a prop bet, and I don't know why. Like, why is this your favorite thing? Like, if you're gonna waste money, pick a 50-50 bet on the coin toss, you know? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. It's currently set at 107 seconds for Gladys Knight. I don't know how long traditionally the national anthem takes. I assume that's about a traditional length.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Gladys Knight's going to go too crazy. Nobody knows who she is anymore, so I feel bad saying that, but it's true. What else is a fun one?
I'm currently reading about how Sean Payton...
calling me? Stop it.
Sean Payton apparently wore a Roger Goodell clown shirt during an NFL interview today.
Oh, my Lord.
That is amazing.
This one confuses me.
What?
So it says you can bet $1,000 on Jim Nance saying hello friends to begin the broadcast, and you will win $100. So I guess like he starts every single broadcast with hello friends. So yes. So why wouldn't I don't even know why there's people like saying no, like in case he dies.
Because it's minus, what is it? Minus like 1,000 that he'll say. Is that what the prop bet is?
I don't know. I only got the positive one was 1,000 to win 100. So if you have $1,000 laying around and this is a guaranteed bet, why wouldn't you just bet that? You win $100 for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Right.
Because if it happens and you're like, oh, fuck, well, now I just won $100. Cool. Yeah. On top of the 1,000. But it's like, why spend $1,000 just to make 100?
Right.
Same time, what if he switches it up? I mean, these prop bets, the best part about them, and it's kind of fucked up because if people, like if I were to find out that there are people betting like $1,000 on whether or not I can like do something random during our broadcast, like, or whether or not I'm going to talk about steroids during the broadcast, whatever. Like, you never know what I'm going to say. But if I know for a fact people are betting on this, I could fuck with it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, why wouldn't you, as a broadcaster, just bet against yourself and then like, do it?
like if the national anthem will take longer than a minute,
Yeah.
I would be like Fergieing it up. Maybe that's what Fergie did during the All-Star game.
It could be. I don't know if there was a prop bet on it.
Oh,
I'm
there
sure
totally was. There has to. There's always a prop bet on that.
That's what I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't you just screw it up?
Yeah, and then but if you get caught doing that, if you're an athlete doing that versus like but you can't get caught as an entertainer.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That.
Like, CBS. Like, what is the other one? Let's see. Jim Nantz or Tony Romo says the word goat is an easy bet to win. Because currently it's everybody saying no because they have no reason to say goat and neither one of them really would.
Yeah.
But freaking that's easy. First Maroon 5 song, they choose their set. They can watch and see what's going through, you know? I just don't understand it. Gatorade color, you think a Gatorade, like the Water Boy, isn't going to pick which Gatorade, like Diet. It doesn't even have to be blue Gatorade for real. Diet blue. Yeah.
Like it's gonna be flavored orange, but you're drinking blue because I just won 10 grand.
Yeah, and that's the number one. Like you could bet $50 on blue to win $375. It is not the favorite. So
orange is usually the go-to.
The tops right now are clear, so like water, or lemon lime, yellow.
Orange is the one that they've been pushing through the Super Bowl media days, so I would be paying attention to that. The G2 orange flavor is what they're like putting on every podium,
right,
and in front of every athlete. So I'm gonna go with orange. We'll see.
It's a safe bet.
Just because that's what they're already peddling. So maybe that's an indication. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into the Gatorade colors, but here we are.
I don't know. Another one that doesn't make sense to me. It says CBS will show the failed pass interference call from the NFC Championship. You can bet $130 that yes, they will. And you will win 100. This seems like, why wouldn't they show that? They have to. Unless the NFL gets in there and was like, you can't. But, I mean, that's how the Rams got there. Like,
yeah,
it's how it happened.
And even Sean McVay, I'm like, Sean Payton, there's too many of them. He even said that the Saints got hosed.
Yeah, and they did. My favorite prop bet of this year that I have found anyway, I haven't looked through like the crazy ones, but my favorite one is because they're playing in Atlanta Stadium has a Chick-fil-A in there, and it says, will Chick-fil-A be open? Which they're not open on Sundays. No. So
they openly said that they're not going to open.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know. I bet you could bet very tiny amounts of money, like the $10 bet, and make a ton. Yeah. Should they open? Will they open? Probably not.
The best things with these prop bets is you can also parlay them. So parlaying, you can go anywhere from 3 to like, I think 5 teams, and you can make a 3-part thing. Chick-fil-A will not be open. The national anthem will go over a minute, and someone's going to score the first point. And if you hit that, holy shit. I mean, I've done that before where I won $1,600 off of an $8 bet. And that was my only crowning moment because it was the Holly Holm Ronda Rousey fight. And I had it to plus 20,000.
Wow.
So, yeah, I won.
Look at you.
Smart.
I
think it was plus 2,000. I don't know. I'm not good with numbers.
I don't know. You did make a lot of money, though.
I made a lot of money, and then I went on Periscope and had it shut down because the copyright people were like, you can't stream pay-per-view events. I'm like, watch me. I just did.
Watch me.
This is back when my sister still had cable, so I felt special. I was like, all right, I'm going to get to watch the fight for free.
Pay-per-view is such a funny concept to me anymore because, like, anybody that used to use it doesn't use it anymore except for fights. Like, that is it. WWE doesn't use it anymore. Like, I don't even know. Can you do pay-per-view porn anymore? I don't think so.
You can. I think, but only at hotels.
Okay.
Like, I have HBO, and there's, like, an adults-only section. Mm-hmm. So it's all, like, softcore porn.
Right. Like, I've got HBO, too. It doesn't get any more porny than Game of Thrones.
It does when it's, like, space chicks. Like, there's, like, Showtime. Then I also, like, it's the cable part, but, like, if you go to because I do on-demand stuff all the time just to see, like, because shows I always forget to record. So on my cable provider, they have, like, an adults-only section on Showtime and HBO. So I'm like, so nobody, like, I don't think that there's an adult-only section of the on-demand, like, paying videos anymore though.
Right.
Because I'm like, who? Honestly, I have a lot of questions if you pay for porn. It's 2019. What are you doing?
I also have a lot of questions about that.
Like, it's different if you're supporting like a cam model or something.
Right.
Versus like paying $19 a month to subscribe to something. Like, what? No, don't do that.
No.
Be smart. Everything's out there for free if you try hard enough.
Right. Or support the artist directly.
Yeah.
That's a thing that you can do now.
Mm-hmm. Patreons. Have you heard of them?
Have you heard of my Patreon?
I know. Ever since like I said that thing about my Patreon would include like $1,500 for me to text you back. Like, I'm sure somebody would be that dumb out there to pay for it, and I'm here for them, whoever they are. I'm like,
I will be at your beck and call.
Like, I will respond to 2 messages a day. Then be like, what a ripoff. Yeah, well, I told you. But no, those bets and stuff, they're so much fun because they make it more entertaining. And the parlays, I get heavy into the parlays. I do like 3 money line games, and I parlay them, and then you just make even more money.
Perfect. I gotcha.
That's how
I'm still probably not going to do betting. I do like the DraftKings NASCAR stuff where you're going to make like a fantasy team for the day.
Yeah.
And that's about the extent of my betting.
But that's still something. You're still at least putting yourself out there with something you're not comfortable with yet.
Yeah. Yeah, not my forte.
But yeah, I mean, it took me a while. Kelly in Vegas, Kelly Stewart, for those of you who know her on CBS Sports, she was great with helping me understand why I'd be betting the spread versus why I'd be doing money line. Mm-hmm. She doesn't do money line as much. A lot of prop bets. She gambles on everything. Like, she does scratchers whenever she gets them. She's like the 50-50 raffles that the Chiefs and most NFL teams do. She's buying like 90 of those. Like, anytime that she goes anywhere, she is trying to win money, and I absolutely love that about her.
That's amazing. I can't do it. I don't like, at least with betting like on sports and stuff. No, it's not in your hands still, but you can. There's trends, you know. There are things that you know about the players or about the stats and all of that, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of figure that out. But like scratchers, 50-50 raffle, people that play roulette, I'm just like, why do you not like your money? Why do you want to throw it into the air and just see if it lands?
Let's just see if this works.
No. Nope.
Yeah, we're not here to have fun. We're here to make money. That's pretty much... If it's 2019, if you are not getting paid for every single minute that you're awake, what are you doing? Do better.
Do better.
Step up your game. Like, somebody asked me, what's in it for, like, chubby, hairy guys? And I'm like, it's winter time. This is your time to thrive. You offer warmth and, I don't know, just generally being around somebody that's somewhat hairy is just very comforting. I did blow my nose. I was off camera. Shut up.
I don't know about very comforting.
No, you don't like being touched.
I don't like hairy people.
And hairy people.
Please shave.
I do.
Remove it.
I'm
not
sorry.
You. I know that you do. I get Snapchats of it.
Hello, everyone. I'm removing my hair again.
Yeah.
I don't shave my face. That's terrifying.
You don't shave are you supposed to?
Dermaplaning is a thing.
What's dermaplaning?
Dermaplaning is removing all the hair, and it's like basically microblading. Not microblading, but like scraping off the first layer of your...
Ugh.
It removes your hair and your dead skin. It works, like, I'm not gonna lie, because I have peach fuzz. I don't know why, but I have radiating peach fuzz, and it doesn't ever grow back any heavier. I've been trying to grow a beard. It's not working.
Right. Well, girls have a lot of face hair, and guys don't know that because we take care of it.
Yeah, but that's what we have to do. We have to remove our hair some way, and I choose to use like cream hair remover, and I like my whole face, like besides my eyebrows. It drives me like one of my biggest fears is somebody thinking that I have a mustache.
Yeah.
Because anytime I see shadowing on somebody's upper lip, I'm like, do you know? Do you know you have a mustache?
There?
Like, if you know you have one, why would you just leave it there? It makes me so uncomfortable.
Know. Yeah.
I'm a horrible person.
Maybe some people can't see it. I don't know.
Do you have friends? Do people tell you? But then there's the uncomfortable conversation of, hey, friend of mine, you know you have a stash, right?
I think I would tell somebody.
Okay. I've told people it didn't go over well.
I don't really know anybody that's ever had issues like that. But like when people have like makeup issues, when I'm like, Like, I don't contour, but I can see when you've done your contour poorly, you know? Like, if you've got, like, a line or whatever,
Right.
and, like, I'll just tell you. It's not that big a deal. Go fucking fix it.
Yeah, go fix it. It's a bronzer line. Like, that's not a big deal. If you have a makeup line on your shirt.
I mean,
go do
yeah,
that.
I guess, like, a mustache is a little bit harder just to immediately take care of, but
Powder.
yeah.
Like, lightweight, like, yellow. It's called Banana. The Anastasia Beverly Hills palette.
Banana powder.
Use that one and it, like, I mean, that's how you, like, highlight. I just feel like it's 2019. If you consider yourself any way, shape, or form into beauty and healthcare, you would not, like, let your friends have a mustache.
No. Or just, tell your friends anything. Don't let them just go around being embarrassed. Like,
Yeah.
that's worse.
Or embarrassing you.
Yeah, this is your friend. They're representing you.
They represent you. So, like, when I dress like a dickhead and then I show up and Megan's also dressed like a dickhead, we just look like a couple of dickheads and it's great.
Yeah.
I'm not
That
trying to
happens
impress
sometimes.
anyone.
And that's okay. We don't care. But, like, I don't know. Just in general.
I feel like girl groups are very different because girl groups, and I know it's Woman Crush Wednesday, so we can talk about all of our chick things. So just deal with it. We mixed in sports. We're killing it.
Wax on and wax off. No problem telling them. My mom's about to tell all of you guys that you have mustaches.
Yes.
She does tell her. I've heard it. But she does hair. So
Yeah, like, hey, let me get your... But that's so
she's
easy.
always like, do you want me to take care of that on your face?
Do you want me to get the upper lip wax for you?
She tells me all the time. I'm permanently scarred from high school when I was about to leave. And my mom's like, is that what you're wearing? I was like, I guess not.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I thought I looked good, but I guess I will be changing.
Oh, my mom used to do that to me all the time. I just never changed. I was like, screw you. I'm going out.
Yeah, I dressed awfully in high school, to be honest with you.
I mean, looking back on it, and it's so weird because the 10-year challenge really brought back a lot of, like, emotions about how we all looked 10 years ago. The clothing that I chose to wear was so trendy and so, like, obviously me trying too hard.
Right.
And trying to wear Hollister and Abercrombie and everything that people, you know, thought was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars at Express trying to wear, like, all the latest stuff.
Why were we all trying to shop at Express when that's for, like, 35-year-old women?
I don't know.
Why did we think that was cute?
And Gap and
Yeah.
J. Crew, why were we all getting $80 t-shirts?
Nobody knows.
It was so stupid. But I'm like, I got the new Express pants with the graphic writing, and you can't wear those jeans that have graphic stuff on them all the time,
Mm-hmm.
or people are going to realize, oh, you're wearing those jeans again.
Yeah, you wore them last week.
I, like, would literally in my head plan out outfits around when I wore them last.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I would change up what I would wear with it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, I wore this shirt 2 days in a row. Doesn't smell. We're good. Like, I will shower
Yeah.
and put on a new shirt, but, like, it's just so weird. I don't know what it is, but I just want to, like, reach out to all those kids, like, being like, oh my God, 10 years ago, I was so ugly. I'm like, you're supposed to look ugly when you're little.
Yeah.
You're
You were
supposed to look like a
growing
freaking
up.
clown.
That's why I didn't do the 10-year challenge. I was like growing still. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I did it, but it was from 2003. And I looked the same.
Most people look the same too. That was the part I was like, I don't care about these. You look the same.
Like,
Congrats on not aging.
I guess it's because we have better lighting, we have better makeup, we have better everything.
Yeah.
And, like, I was taking a picture at my dorm room desk, actually at my friend Annie's dorm room desk, with, like, fluorescent lighting in the backlit desk part,
Mm-hmm.
and then, like, being like, on a digital camera, I couldn't even see what it was. Like, that's how long ago it was. And, like, taking it from this angle where I cannot use that angle today. If I use this angle from, like, right down here,
Right.
ooh, it'd be
No.
horrifying.
No.
So, like, I learned my angles, and we could see ourselves now.
Yeah, that's why that was the other part that I was against on the 10-year challenge. Like, oh yeah, here's me as a senior in high school where I didn't wear makeup, didn't have filters, didn't know how to edit anything, and I posted this to Facebook compared to my perfect, figured everything out self in
Yeah.
Instagram life. I'm like, no.
It was surprising to see how many people were not gifted with getting better looking.
That is true.
It's horrible, and I shouldn't say that.
There was a lot of people that actually looked the exact same as they did 10 years ago, and I'm like, how does your photo still suck?
Like, how does it work? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. And plus, like, I was growing. Get away from me.
Somebody commented on my photo. Hi, sorry to bother you, but do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Central Home Heating? If you accept it into your life, it'll hug you and keep you warm.
Can you put it down in our basement? I don't think you can put it in our studio. Sorry.
That's just on my Instagram photo.
Sorry. I know, but I assume they were listening.
Oh, they have to
and
be.
then went to go creep on you.
Naturally.
But anyway, we are out of here for today. We are cold.
We are.
We are going to go actually do some very exciting things that hopefully we'll be able to tell you about. Not right away. It's going to be a bit. But we have some stuff to do for the brand.
We do.
So we will see you in February. See you next month.
See you in February, guys. That was so smooth.
Yeah.
Travis just joined and he's like, hi again. We're like, okay, Travis is back. We got to go.
Bye.